Alright, sweet. We're here at the start of Molten Core. I'm playing on my Backstab Rogue. We're going after a Corehound Tooth and a second Binding of the Windseeker to try to complete a Thunder Fury. And the Corehound Tooth would be pretty good for our Backstab setup. Also really good if we switch to Mutilate in the future. Today I'm using a little bit different setup than usual for a Backstab build. I just kind of assumed that, like, if we're not going to unboon world buffs, that focus attacks, the normal Helm Rune wouldn't be good, so I switched it to Combat Potency. And then because I'm using Combat Potency, I went for Shadow Flame Sword. Super fast offhand. Combat Potency always benefits a lot from having a super fast offhand. And we're starting, this is a soft reserve raid, and we're starting here at Gehennas. Just a pickup group that we got to join right at the start of the day. Should be good. Big dam, big ambush, and venom. Good use of Renataki's there. Vanish into another ambush. Good, good. Pretty good. Pretty good, I'd say. How'd we do? In Venom, only a single dodge, 9%. So out of 11 in Venoms, that is a little above average, but can't complain too much there. 2 blocked, 1 parry, 1 dodge. That's fine. Criticals, 63%. Yep. Not pretty. That was pretty average luck, I would say. 2.9 thousand DPS with no world buffs. Happy about that. So we'll double back to Lucifron and then Magmadar. And then we'll, once we get to Magmadar, we can take the teleporter right back to Gehennas. That's how people generally do Molten Core in Season of Discovery, because of the addition of those teleporters. Did anyone, actually, in one of my other runs, we'd forgotten to activate this teleporter, so I'm double checking. Yeah, there we go. It was activated, so we'll be able to make a quick trip back to the Gehennas area after we defeat Magmadar. Oh, someone switched it to Heat 3? This is supposed to be a Heat 2 run. Was it Heat 3 during the boss? I don't actually know. Oh, we're blinded. Okay, hold on. Bunch of Molten Giants. Okay, target the Corehound. 3 people are dead. Something is not going according to plan. We're supposed to change it to Heat 3. The heat level doesn't matter for the trash mobs. It only matters for the bosses. But the fact that someone's going and just, like, randomly changing the heat level is like, hello? What's going on? Heat 3, no fire damage. Yeah, you can do that, but Lucifron, like, barely drops anything good. That's true. A lot of groups will normally do Shazzrah in Heat 3 because that gives them a chance to drop Accuria, which is, like, a really good item. You can technically do the same thing for Lucifron because he doesn't do any fire damage. But it's not normal that I don't see that being done often. Set says you put poison on the main hand. Yeah, that's correct, because it will do more damage. If you're curious about what poisons and weapon enhancements you should use, you can read on the Discord. There's a section called Read Here First, and links you to, you know, for the different builds in different situations, what combinations of poisons or sharpening stones or Wind Fury or not Wind Fury you want to be using. Two packs of dogs at once, that's good. Alright, first dog has been killed. Gotta kill off all the other ones quickly. There we go. Boss time. So, we'll refresh. The annoying part about doing this is manually applied instant poison has a limited number of charges, so I have to refresh it before every single boss. Sam, if you're curious about talents, including leveling talents, you can check out the Discord. There's a bunch of big section on a whole bunch of different talent builds.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Is not on. I had pulled some threat. Where is it? Where is it? It is. Too slow on that. Should have had that on my action bar before the fight started, but you know what? Pretty okay, you know. Yeah, he's got blown up. Yeah, it definitely took my focus away when I had to try to open the bag for the purification potion to get rid of the curse. But you know what? We killed Lucifron. Wait, don't pull the addition. He's going for... No! Are these gonna reignite? He's backing them up. No, don't back them. I think he had them out of range at first, and they weren't gonna resurrect. But then he backpedaled in. Classic Molten Core blunder here. Okay. Classic Molten Core situation. Pulling the next pack of Core Hounds before the previous one has despawned. Okay, I think they did it. I think it's fine now. Re-up the instant poison and... Ooh, nice. We got a Fear Ward. Hell yeah. Okay, I was debating if we should equip the PvP trinket, if we should rely on the Tremor Totem, but the best solution is having the Fear Ward. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. 2.7, not quite as good as Gehennas. No Striker's Mark. Striker's Mark is something a lot of people want off of that boss. We already got it. But it's one of the, like, items in Molten Core that people tend to come back for, because it's very good. Ow. Ow. I don't have Vanish. Please don't kill me. Okay. The tank didn't pull threat off of me. A different damage dealer ripped threat off of me. Works for me. You know, good enough. Did they pull it without the... Oh, the tank might be managing loot. So that might be why this is going a little bit sideways here. It's Lush BTW asks, does Ambush give clear casting using the T2 4 set? Well, if you read the Tier 2 4 set, it doesn't say anything about clear casting. So the answer to that is no. It says, increases damage dealt by your main hand weapon from combo generating abilities by 20%. Has absolutely nothing to do with clear casting. What I think you meant was the 2 set. And it says... You can determine the answer to this by reading the item description. Your opening moves have a 100% chance to make your next ability cost no energy. Opening moves means moves that normally require stealth. Ambush, Cheap Shot, and Garrote are your opening moves. So whenever you use one of those, your next ability costs no energy. What's going on? Wait. Someone... After that pull, someone died and had red durability, like broken items after the 3rd boss in Molten Core. They must not have repaired before coming here. There's no way that guy died like 9 or 10 times already. It's okay, though. We had a repair bot to cover it. Isn't it a little warm in the Molten Core? Butters, hello. No, it's fine. It's fine. You see this one? It doesn't cover my ears. So, like, it's not even that warm of a hat with the way I'm wearing it. I mean, I could pull it down, then it'd be way warmer, but like, as you say, we're in the Molten Core, so we don't need that much, you know, warmth from the hat. Ambush. Alright, Garr is where we get our binding, okay? This is the binding we reserved. Let's go for a stream prediction. Start prediction. Will Garr binding drop? Okay, 10 minutes on the clock. Prediction is up. We'll be rolling. We have 1 soft reserve on Garr binding. I believe there were 2 other soft reserves, both from the same person. There might have been more, and I just didn't check them yet. Blood of the Mountain. Wait, is that worth much? 16 gold? Okay, not very much. Alright, this one's always a fun one, because most pug groups that attempt this boss, they're like, nah, we can zug the boss and it'll be fine. We don't have to kill the ads, and then the ads kill the off-tank, and then the raid wipes. We'll see what the raid leader wants to do. I think he's about to explain. He says, okay, so Corp is suggesting please mark ads and kill all of them. We'll see about that. Might have to kill the ads, he says. Okay, okay. We're not just zugging boss. I bet we have DPS. This guy doesn't understand. It's not a question of DPS. It's a question of, can your healers and tanks survive? That's the difficult part. All right, well, we're going in for boss first. I feel like now I have to change the prediction to, will we even kill it? Fire resist shoulder. All right, everyone shut up. I'm holding the ads just to give Shaman do ads TY. Nope. This raid leader is probably losing their fucking mind with half the raid being like, we should kill the boss first. No, we should kill the ads first. No, I'm gonna tank. And he's just trying to lay down the law, and people are just like, no, I need to complain. Okay, since we already have the binding prediction up, side bet. Who thinks we're gonna wipe? Press a 1 in chat if you think we're gonna wipe. 2 if you think we're gonna get it. Wait, there was a singular 2. There's a believer. There is a believer that thinks we might get it and not wipe. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Food buff. Just popped up a bunch of magical buffs that he's gonna dispel anyways. Wait, I'm actually not ready? I lied. Reapply poison. There.
5, 4.
Okay, it's time to front stab the shit out of this boss. Where are we going? Where are we going? What the fuck is he doing? What was that? Triple dodged in Venom. Classic. Wow. How is it that we didn't fail? Okay, we didn't fail. End submission on the binding prediction. What do we got here? Toep, Aura Stone, Incandescent, Molten Scale Helm, Core Armor Kit. I thought we were gonna wipe too. Given the chaos that was raid chat and a bunch of people saying we should do a bunch of different things. I thought we were gonna wipe also. No Garr binding though. Meatball can drop binding? Yeah, but we're not doing Meatball because this is only Heat 2. Alright, Geddon binding is reserved by the raid leader. I'm putting a prediction up for it anyways because he said he'll roll out 1,000 gold if it drops. But he also said if it drops, the gold will be rolled out when we get to Ragnaros so people don't immediately leave. Which is smart. Smart way for him to do things. Shazzrah they will probably do on Heat 3, but personally, I don't care. So I'm not, like, gonna bother to advocate for doing Shazzrah in Heat 3, because this character's already got Accuria. Is this why I have bad karma on my other characters? And I never get Accuria on the ones that need it, because I don't... Yeah, that's probably it. My other characters that need Accuria, I care a lot about it a lot. What's going on? Where are we going? Oh. Can't get the predictions blade to drop me. Perdition's blade. Yeah, so I mean we'll probably do Heat 3 Shazzrah and then Accuria will drop on the character that doesn't actually need it. Stunned again. I know my character's like idling and moving doesn't really appear to be very stunned, but trust me. That Pyroclast Barrage, dude, that's definitely a stun. Even though my character is turning his head left and right, he's definitely stunned. Alright, so we'll refresh Occult Poison and we'll refresh Instant Poison. Looks like I didn't even lose Firewater or Juju Power on Garr, so that's lucky. We could switch back to the Attack Power Shoulders. Then we can go Occult Poison there. Instant Poison 48 charges. Refresh that shit. There we go. Draconic. Good, good, good. Combat. Rupture. Backstab. So the combat build has one additional cooldown that you have to... Well, I mean, you trade Cold Blood for our adrenaline rush. And Cold Blood, I would say, is very easy to use. Whereas Adrenaline Rush, you have to, like, think about when you use. You have to find a spot where you're low energy. You want to, like, stack it up with other things. It's definitely more mental energy to find a good spot to use Adrenaline Rush. And then if you're playing Carnage Wrist Rune, that means you need to track the duration of your Slice and Dice and manually refresh it and cast it whenever it's about to fall off. And you also need to cast and keep track of your Rupture. And refresh it all the time. So in my mind, it's like 3 additional things to do if you're playing Combat Carnage Backstab. All right, here we go. Baron Geddon's coming. Predictions up for the Baron Geddon binding. Here he comes. Are the ranged DPS going to pull threat? Almost certainly. Yep, they're already blasting. Look at the tank threat. And the ranged DPS threat? Okay, we're here. Are the ranged DPS gonna pull again? No, apparently not. That was actually pretty much totally fine. Pulp poison fell off. It's unlucky. Alright, we're out. Poison knife from over here. No! Full energy bar right into the Inferno. It's like the worst timing. Boss is so troll. No, he's doing the Inferno. It pushed him into the 10% enrage in mid-Inferno. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. End submission on the prediction. What do we got? Raid Leader says, fuck this game, so it's definitely not a binding. Fist of the Firesworn, Double Incandescent, and Aged Core Leather Gloves are on the menu here. No binding. Is it a Heat 1? No. I'm sure you'll be able to find out somehow what heat level this Molten Core is. I don't know how, but I have faith in you that you'll be able to figure it out one way or another. My experience with doing Heat 1 Molten Core Pugs is I never want to go back to a Heat 1 Molten Core Pug ever again. The raid is very slightly easier, but you have a substantial difference in my experience. You have a substantial difference in the average player quality that shows up to a Heat 1 raid compared to a Heat 2 raid. In a Heat 2 raid, you add the extra requirement of 96 fire resistance, which isn't that hard. But the kind of person who doesn't have that is way worse than the average person who can put that together and be organized and prepared for the raid. So just the mere fact of requiring someone to have a fire resistance set filters out so many people that are gonna not really pay attention during the raid, not really have any idea what they're doing. Like, the Heat 1 Molten Core groups that I've participated in wipe and have people dying and have shit going wrong way more often, and it's not even close compared to the Heat 2 pugs that I joined that are almost always very smooth, except for the one time. Wouldn't that mean they're better content? You know what? That is actually a good point, Johnner. That is a good, solid argument. Maybe next week we do some Heat 1s, like, intentionally. Okay, chain's stunned here. I was ready to start blasting some buttons, and then we just got... Okay, it looks like we might be wiping here. Okay, we're stunned again. How many people are still alive? 9? This is the tank. As soon as that tank dies, it's fucking over. Just targeting whatever's the lowest health mob to try to reduce some of the damage on the raid. That's our best shot at survival. Just kill something as soon as possible. Stunned again. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Not technically a wipe. Just as I was saying, Heat 2 raids, super smooth, very few deaths, no wipes ever when you join a Heat 2 Molten Core Pug. Nothing ever goes wrong. Alright, didn't die. Keeping my Spirit of Zanzibar. Keeping my consumables. No problem. Apparently there's some discontent with, the lack of banishes, is what I'm reading in raid chat over here. Alright, anyways, we did switch it up to Heat 3 for Shazzrah. You can do Shazzrah on Heat 3 because Shazzrah doesn't actually do any fire damage, so you don't actually need a resistance check for this boss. Man, I wish Thunder Fury was, like, actually good. I mean, it is actually good, but, like, the Saber Slash build in its entirety is not very good right now with the current, you know, gear and stuff available. It'd just be, like, I'm looking at this guy and jealous of his swag because, like, probably Sulfurous is, like, actually good for his character. I don't know. I'm just assuming. But, like, it's kind of cool. Oh, look at this guy's got Windy. That's the other rogue. Let's actually peep what the other rogue has. Got Windy, Dream Eater, Bloodseeker, Renataki 3-piece. That's nice. Night Slayer 6-piece. That's nice. Is he mutilating? Yeah, he's mutilating.
5,
Yeah, his gear's
4,
pretty good.
3, 2, 1.
No, come back. Ambush. Good, 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 good. Ambush again. No, keeps dodging. Okay, clean teleport. Poison Knife while he's out of melee range. Good use of the global. Come on. There we go. Backside of the boss is too close to the other NPC. Or the illusion thing, so I was attacking from the front on purpose at that last moment there. If I went behind the boss, I would have got Arcane Explosioned by the illusion also. Helm of the Life Giver, Sabaton's the Firewalker, double Incandescent. No surprise there. No Band of Accuria. That's just how it goes. We're used to it at this point. Is this a pug group? Yep, joined it out of looking for group chat when we started streaming. Alright, we're still looking for Corehound Tooth off of Majordomo, so there's still excitement to be had. We got some damage dealers in the raid saying the tanks are bad because the damage dealers are pulling threat. They're like being like, look at your threat meter. Man, I've tanked enough times to have a very strong opinion about this debate. It's a damage dealer's job to monitor the threat meter and throttle their damage output if the tank isn't generating enough threat, and to make sure that they don't pull threat. If the threat generation from the tank is low, the damage dealer still should be throttling their damage output to make sure their threat doesn't, like, exceed the tank. But that's, like, pulling aggro is a damage dealer problem and an indicator that the damage dealer player is bad. Not generating a lot of threat is a indication that the tank is needs to generate more threat. So, like, when the tanks suck, it's the damage dealer's job to adapt to that rather than just blast, pull threat, and cry. But like, if you're the tank and your damage dealers are telling you like, yo, you know, I have to throttle a lot because you're not generating enough threat, then that's like, as a tank, you're like, okay, let me gear for more offensive stuff. Let me, you know, maybe prioritize higher threat, less mitigation. Someone just fell in the lava. And then you make that change. But it's like, the thing I keep seeing over and over is like, damage dealer pulls threat, blames tank. Instead of damage dealer like looks at their threat meter and properly adapts to what's going on. Which is largely why I don't like tanking. I feel like tanking is all just like running around making up for other people like doing dumb stuff. Like attacking mobs before you even touch them. Other people pulling mobs when you're not ready to pick them up. Other people just fucking this up in this way or that way. And then as the tank, you're like scrambling to like catch up with everything. Tanking I find not very fun. Alright, what's the situation with the person that fell in the lava? Are they just dead now? Yeah. Alright, this is gonna aggro and back, probably. Corehound. Almost in. In. Okay, yep, Corehound is in. You hit that. Ooh, we got Ancient Despair. There we go. Okay, Sulfuron time. Let's go instant poison. Erodus TV says, did you try Occult on main hand to be able to envenom faster in a fight and deal more DPS that way? Well, I don't know exactly what you mean by try, but if you try something in a raid and you say, oh, I did Gehennas once with this setup, and then I did Gehennas again with this other setup in this other raid, that's not a good way to compare things, because so much of your damage output comes from random chance and other people in your group. When you just go like one raid to the next, and like do things differently, it's not really a good evidence to support that like the time you did more damage, it was because of the thing you did differently. You know, maybe one group has Leader of the Pack in it, maybe one group, the Warlock didn't apply Curse of Recklessness until 15 seconds into the fight. Maybe one group had improved exposed armor, the other didn't. Maybe you just did more Envenom critical strikes in one thing, which has nothing to do with your skill or decision making, just random chance. Or maybe you got more Mutilate dodges in one than the other. Again, nothing to do with your gameplay skill or decision making, just random chance that has a significant impact on your damage output. So if by try you mean like just do a raid boss and see how much damage I do, no, because that's I don't do that, because that's a bad way to draw conclusions about what you're doing. Okay, we're assigned to kick X. All the rogues, both of the rogues, are assigned to kick X. So we'll do that. I just read the kick assignments after kicking Skull. stunned. Other rogue has been getting all of these. Oh god, I'm in the fire. Oh, blue healed. I'm too slow. I mean, I'm getting the kicks in a time frame that would interrupt the spell before it completed, but the other rogue is just kicking before me. There we go. Boss is dead. No problem. Mana Storm, Incandescent, Hammer of the Black Anvil. Okay. 2.9, super slow weapon. Yeah, basically, if I'm at 5 combo points and I want to cast it in Venom, but I don't have Occult Poison up to the, enough stacks, I just send a Crimson Tempest. So, on a few of these bosses, you'll see, like, I do a Crimson Tempest as, like, one of my first 2 finishing moves. And the simulators suggest that this combination is better than setting it up a different way. Having that instant poison on the main hand and Occult Poison offhand is suggested to be noticeably better by the simulator tools. Alright, to Golemagg we go. Go. Zoviasav, if you're curious about what poisons and what weapon enhancements you should use, you can read on the Discord. There's a great section called Read Here First, and it explains all the different builds and different situations you might be in and what weapon enhancements you should use in those situations. And so you can find out all that information there. Guy not stunnable? Figured if these guys were banishable, they'd be stunnable too. But apparently not. Okay, Golemagg is here, but we don't care about the Golemagg loot. We care about the Majordomo loot. So let's go. Will Core Hound Tooth drop? Yes, no. Predictions up. That's not for Golemagg, it's for the boss after Golemagg. This thing is banished for another 5 seconds. Okay, let's just start prepping for the boss. Gotta refresh Mongoose, refresh Juju Power, 14 minutes on Firewater, that's fine. We can Occult Poison over there. Only 4 minutes left on it. Then we're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright, what's the deal with this music? Skip. We'll play Hollow Knight later, so we'll skip the Hollow Knight soundtrack for now. You guys will get your helping of Hollow Knight music today, don't worry. Pokey Dad Ted, hello. Got that Warglaive emote? That's a good one.
4.
It's a good one.
2, 1.
Three, 4 stacks of Sunder. Still 4 stacks of Sunder. Still 5 stacks of Sunder in 26.5 seconds. Not the greatest. I suppose we only have one warrior. Okay, so it's not like a bunch of normally it's a bunch of warriors that are failing to press Sunder. This time it's only one. That's okay. It's more understandable. And he was tanking. I was too harsh. I didn't fully understand the situation. Damn, that guy cranked a shitload of damage. Only 8.7 to the core Ragers. Was he like unbooning world buffs or something? Okay, Majordomo time. This is where the Corehound Tooth is. Yeah, I thought tanks sundered quite often. Like you would get up to 5 stacks well before 26 seconds. But, oh well. 63 charges there. This can be a longer fight for sure, so we'll be sure to refresh the instant poison. Lack of Blade Flurry is going to hurt here. That's not going to be great. Tree Dark says no wild strikes ? If you're curious about what poisons, sharpening stones, wild strikes, or other temporary weapon enhancements you should be using, you can check out the Read Here First section on the Discord. It has answers to a bunch of really common questions that I don't like answering every single 5 minutes that they get asked. And yeah, you can check it out. All that information's there. Different combination of weapon enhancements given different specializations. You know, sometimes when you're doing exposed armor, you use them differently. So it's all covered for you. Here we go. Majordomo. This is where we get Hound
5,
Tooth.
4, 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Reckless mortals. None may challenge the sons of the living flame.
Lost threat. That's good. Never mind. The threat is all back for some reason. Yo, this thing wasn't dead. Switched off of it a little bit too early, I guess. Or maybe I switched off of it and a bunch of other people switched off at the same time. This is the high health one, so we should focus that. On AoE fights like this, the #1 priority is always have Crimson Tempest up. Doesn't even matter how many combo points. It's like, if it's ever down, you just press it. There we go. Fight is over. Closing prediction. There's only, wait. There's only 2% believers right now.
I submit. I submit.
There's gonna be a huge windfall when it actually drops.
The secrets of the living flame. You will soon regret the recklessness.
Okay, never mind.
I go now to summon the Lord.
Slightly awkward.
This is.
Fucking fireproof cloak? Who even...
Your paltry
Yikes.
lives will surely be forfeit.
Never mind.
Seek out his lair if you dare.
Another week of Molten Core. Let's go. I'm so excited to do Molten Core again. What if we just give up and say, like, yeah, man, I did 30 Molten Cores and I didn't get Corehound Tooth, so I don't have it. I'm kind of feeling like I don't really feel that invested in this game anymore, that, like, I really am not, I don't think I'm gonna grind out Earthstrike Trinket. Like, I don't think I want to do 30 fucking combat badge quests or whatever. That's not fun. It's not at all. Not even remotely close to being fun. It's like the most insane, mindlessly repetitive grind ever. Ramon, hello. Hello. How's it going? Fuck Earthstrike. Yeah. Fuck Earthstrike. I mean, we got good active trinkets already. Like, I'd assume Earthstrike would, like, find its way in for some builds, like, probably for Saber Slash, to help, like, snapshot a Saber Slash at the start. Like, that'd be really big. But I could see it not being very good for dagger, like, mutilate build that wants to run Venomous and Renatakis or whatever. Alright, re-up the instant poison on the main hand again. Alright, what do we want for Ragnaros? You want to gamble on, let's see, we could gamble on Accuria, or we could gamble on the stupid druid weapon. Who cares about the stupid druid weapon? Okay, predictions up for Accuria. We don't even need Accuria on this character, but obviously it's just the most hype item that can drop from Ragnaros. I don't know, what if they make Saber / good next phase? Like, you could do 4-set, 4-set Draconic with, I don't know, 4-set Death Dealer set from AQ or whatever. Like, we don't know. Like, it totally depends on, like, what they make the set bonuses. Like, if the set bonuses favor Saber / or they favor Mutilate, or they favor Backstab. Because, like, this phase, the set bonuses heavily... Oh, I twisted my hat the wrong direction. Trying to get it so the logo was in the middle. Okay, there we go. The set bonuses this phase heavily favor Backstab. And are, like, tangentially kind of, like, the ZG set is, like, alright for Mutilate. And then they, like, made Dream Eater, which is, like, insanely giga for Mutilate, pretty mid for Backstab, and just, like, pretty good for Saber /. So it's like, which build is gonna be good is highly dependent on the items that they put out, right? Because, like, the set they can skew it very hard based on the items available. All right, we're going. Little food buff. Yeah, if they keep weapon skill on Death Sting, which I'd assume they would, that makes it fit in for Mutilate pretty well. Well, not super... Well, maybe it ends up being good anyways, but, like, Mutilate's never gonna unequip Dream Eater. Unless they give you, like, a different way to activate this effect. Which means the other dagger, if you use Death Sting, it's gonna be double slow daggers with Mutilate, which is not usually what you want. So that's a little bit of a knock against Death Sting. But if you equip Death Sting, then you could equip a glove other than ACLGs, and you could equip something that's, like, actually good over in the glove slot. How and when exactly should you use Venomous Totem? Don't care. Just press it. I macroed it into my Blood Fury. I press it, like, at the start of the fight. Doesn't really matter that much. A lot of people get a lot of ideas that, like, you've got to Hyper Diaper, min-max this, and perfectly sequence this and that. Doesn't fucking matter.
Now you shall see it.
No, we had a mana user too close to us. Who was that? Evasion. Ambush. Snowball again. I feel like the DPS is a little low here. No, he's down. Okay. Crimson Tempest up. Oh, where are you going, bro? Oh, that one's banished. Okay. Trying to not die here. Dudes do a little explosion when they get low. Okay, I think we're just done with those guys, and we could go back over here. Okay, well. Did Corehound Tooth drop? Nope. I should have waited till the tank had established threat before going wild on that boss. Do I? Yeah, okay, I have enough resistance. Mid-fight res can always be a little risky. Frick. Wait, this guy who also died, all caps in raid chat, really the rogue rezzed? I think he was mad that he didn't get rezzed. Dude, what? Is it the feral druid that kept knocking us back? Okay. End submission. What do we got? Anything good? The tree, no, the tree was the treant, I believe, right? Oh, no, never mind. I thought it was a treant from a moonkin. No, it was actually a resto druid. Okay, yeah, that was the problem. I didn't think pharaohs caused a problem. Resto druid definitely causes a problem with that knockback that only targets mana users. Yep. So we can get Accuria to drop, but not on either of the two characters that actually need it. Unfortunately. Alright, that's a confirmed Accuria drop. It is real. It does exist.